No, just saying. All right, sorry, Tony. Sorry. But James, tell us a little bit about what we're going to experience today when we come to your office, and also give the information of how people can get there. Because it's at 10 o'clock, guys. It's 9 o'clock now. Put on y'all stuff. You ain't got to be fancy for us, because I sure ain't fancy for y'all, but I did put some lip gloss on and put 4 braids in my hair and did a little something today. Because Tony did notice today. He did notice a little bit. And my hair's clean. So listen, the edges is down. So all I'm saying is y'all ain't got to be doing all that for us. Just come get the information. Because listen, we're still in the beginning of the year. Yeah. You got to get your finances together before the end of the year. Come on now. So tell us exactly what Mike Davis, you scared the crap out of me. Don't be walking up on me like that. Tell us what we're going to learn today, James.
Well, to your point, Angel, it is the beginning of the year, and I think it goes without question that majority of the New Year's resolutions that are out there, I think the number one thing on the list is people want to get their finances together. That
is very true.
It's probably neither one or two.
And lose weight.
Exactly. Lose weight.
I say it every January 1st.
Well, I can't really help with the losing weight part. I don't think I'm qualified to do that. But we can't help you get your money right. I don't have insurance to cover that type of stuff. No pun intended.
No weight loss insurance.
Right. But if you get your money right, that'll help you get your weight right.
You can hire a personal trainer. You can buy some good organic food and all that other stuff. So that's what we want to do. We just want to help folks keep in line with their New Year's resolutions and getting their finances in shape. Just get your finances fit. It's going to be a pretty good foundational information on budgeting, couples on ways to. Some people still don't know whether they want to do joint finances or keep their finances separate.
Like with the spouses and stuff like that?
Exactly. So we get some good information on that. Kind of ties into what you do preparing to buy a home for the first time and saving for a down payment. If you can, put 20% down.
Right, which most people can't.
They can't. Some methods to get your credit together. Debt stacking and some other things. It's just some really good information that we just want to give out to people for free. I feel like, and just in full transparently, growing up, I grew up in a pretty rough area of Brooklyn, in the hood. In the projects,
hood.
So to speak.
That was me too. It's in Baltimore.
And I feel like in our schools, anybody that's we went to private school a little bit, then I went to public school. Most folks that got a public school education, you're not getting this type of information on a foundational level. So you're kind of left to your own devices to figure it out as an adult. And I had a lot to learn as an adult, so to speak. So it's really good. It's not just for young folks, millennials, but I really want to try to get those folks that are somewhere in their early 20s. We'll take folks that are any stage in their life, but we can get ahead of it as much as we can. Just give folks as much information as they can. So when they come to sit down with me with things about either financing or life insurance, you'll be so many times I sit down with folks that I hear this all the time. I wish I would have done this 10 or 15 or 20 years ago, because then they can't afford it at a stage in their life when they need these things. It's extremely expensive. So we just want to try to get ahead of it as much as we can, give the folks the tools that they need in conjunction with what you do, just to set them up for success in life.
Right. And see, and here's the thing. You just talked about people who say, I wish I would have done this 10 years ago. You have some people out there that I wish I would have done this 2 days ago, making some changes, right? So that's why you guys got to come out and actually get the information. That's where it starts. And like I said last week, it is in Columbia, but don't you go to the mall in Columbia? Don't you go to the movies in Columbia? I don't want to hear, we in Columbia. Don't nobody want to hear all that. Come out, get the information. It's free.
It's free.
It's free information. You can always learn. And then you have some folks who think that they know everything about everything. I already heard that at this seminar. Or I already heard that at that seminar. You get something different from every seminar. I'm interested in hearing about the debt stacking myself. I'm a really good student. I like to continue to learn. You know what I mean?
Andrew Brown gonna be there?
That's right. Absolutely. That's right. I'm in the house. They already told me they got donuts there, because Tony ain't bringing no donut with my chocolate this morning.
Okay.
Donuts, I'm
Get
there.
you in.
I'm there.
That's what it takes to get Angel Brown in my office. I'll get a year's supply.
Chocolate.
Done.
Okay.
Anytime she wants.
Wow.
So, James, it starts at 10, right?
Yes.
It starts at 10 and ends at 1?
Yeah, on the paper or on the flyer it says 12, but we're giving people extra time, and the reason for that is because folks have questions. It is a small. You mentioned earlier, folks go to financial seminars. I've been to quite a few of those, and they're usually larger crowds. We try to get a smaller, intimate session so people can ask questions.
Yes, and be comfortable. Exactly. Because some people don't want to say, "Hey, my credit score is a 463. How do I get from?" I keep using my old previous credit score for some reason. Okay. That number will stick with me for the rest of my life. If I could find, don't judge me, Tony. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I didn't know, but heck yeah, I did. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Wow, I didn't know no better. You know what I mean? Anyway,
why you do that? Why?
Just got me, something just sparked me. But sometimes when you're sitting in a large crowd, you don't want to say all those things because it's embarrassing. Yeah. And people don't want to. We messed up. Yeah, you know what I mean? But at this point, it's like, you know what? I don't care who in the room. I messed up. How do I fix it, James? Right. You know what I mean? Yep, that's what we have to do. Right. So you guys come out today. I would love to see you. And I'm going to get up there and talk because I can't just sit quiet. So I'm going to get up there and say something.
That's right. That should be motivation enough.
James ain't even there. You see the need. Feel the need. Right. You used that one more time, Tony Thornton. One more time. Sorry about that if y'all ears are all messed up this morning. I'm just really excited about this, and I want people to come out to support
what is happening.
I want people to come out to get the information. Yes. So tell them where your office is located.
Our office, like you said, in Columbia. It's in the quote-unquote the close part of Columbia. We're right off the highway.
Oh, that's even better.
Right. Streets.
That's the close part.
Snowden River Parkway is one of the major veins, and we're right off of Snowden on Burger Road. Burger with an E. Berger. 9-5.
See, I was saying Berger. I'm so glad you corrected me.
Somebody corrected me too.
Sometimes.
I thought it was Berger.
Oh, good. So it wasn't just me.
Yeah, it wasn't just you. We're in Suite 301. That's Columbia 21046. And again, it's right off of 32, right off of 175, right off of 100. If you can get to Snowden River Parkway, we're across the street from the Starbucks and Hunan Manor, a big little Chinese restaurant over there.
Okay.
So what's the phone number? So just in case people get lost.
Oh, phone numbers 410-381-7386. And we got folks there starting now, actually. We got folks in the staff is in the office to take any calls for the last minute RSVPs.
And James got the bomb staff. Shout out to Mary. James got the bomb staff. I told you we deal with James a lot with all of our policies and life policies and things like that. And it's not just because he sponsors the show. I get the best rates with you. Because if I didn't get the best rates with you, I would still let you sponsor the show. But I would go somewhere else. I'm just being honest. But I get the best rates. I get the best rates with him. Okay. And I didn't always think I would get the best rates with State Farm because I thought State Farm was bougie. And now I'm like, oh crap, what was I missing out on? But I'm so glad that I waited because you know what? We have a great powered combination between the two of us. And a lot of my clients go to James and he takes care of them. I remember when I first spoke to James, he had called me from this 323 number or something like that. I was like, I ain't answering because I still got the fear of bill collectors, and they call with these crazy numbers. I ain't answering. And then he texts and I was like, oh, well, look, you got to get a 410 or a 443 so I can answer. Right. I'm just saying. Bill collector. You never know. I don't know these days. You got people suing and I don't know. So it's just like, I ain't answering it.
Yeah. I'm mad at you.
Anyway, James, so who else is going to be speaking today?
Oh, it's a guy on my team. His name is Steve DaCosta. Steve is fortunate to have him on the team. He's been in the financial industry for about 12, 13 years. So he came on with me last year. He's an expert. He's actually known in his circle down in PG County. He's really big down in that area as the how money works guy. Really practical. Just our folks just taking you from, he's good at getting folks from 1 to 5, so to speak. You have a lot of people that they do talk on a higher level to get you from 5 to 10. Some folks just need the foundation stuff.
That is so true.
1 to 5.
That is so true.
Yeah, so that's what we're designed to do.
Because sometimes when you are trying to, whether it is fix your finance, fix your credit, or whatever, it's so much and it can be so overwhelming, and that's why people continue to get fed up and quit and be like, you know what, I'm done. I can't get to that next step. And it's because of, like you said, instead of going from 5 to 10, let's take some baby steps here. And a lot of people, and I say this all the time, they don't want to be treated like a child, but they have to be taught like a child. Like, step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Don't just give me the overall clear picture of just the typical things that you can find on Google. Like, if you Google credit repair and stuff like that, it'll give you like 10 steps or whatever. And it's like, all right, well, what do I do in between those steps? So those are the things that people need. So you guys need to come out and get this information. And I don't want to hear, if you don't want to come out and get the information, don't call me and be like, how do I fix my credit? You're not getting the information. Not going to happen. We try to get these seminars together for you to come out to. Then you don't want to come to it. If you had a previous engagement, I'm not speaking to you. I'm talking about the ones that don't have nothing to do. Come out to Columbia, to James Clark's office, and get this information. It's going to be great information, and I can't wait to hear it myself. I always like sitting in. I just went to a seminar last week, and it was in the middle of the day, and at first I was thinking, it's at 12 o'clock, this is kind of weird. So it's like 12 o'clock, my day is already crazy, but I actually went and found out so much information on something that I used to do in the past, but I currently do, which is buying debt. A lot of people don't know that I buy debt, but that is a big industry. Wow. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, let me go and perfect my craft. So I went to this free seminar and learned some things about, stuff that I didn't even know, because I have been doing this for like 10 years. Wow. And that's something that people don't even know that they can do, buy debt pennies on a dollar. You know what I mean? Wow. And I used to be the one where they call you on Sunday. You ever have a bill collector call you on a Sunday and you be like, are you open? You're open on a Sunday? Seriously? Right at dinner time? Now that's me.
Oh, boy.
Now that's me calling. I'm funny, not funny. Just saying. So I want you guys to make sure that you come out and get information that's necessary for your success. It's not easy. Everybody think that it's easy, but it's not easy. Okay, Mike Davis, I got it. Mike Davis, let me tell you, keep me on point. He write down all the little stuff that I may forget and may not forget, and he make sure I say it. Thank you, Mike Davis.
Yeah, say that on there.
Just
do it right on there. No problem.
I'm saying, you give me the notifications.
Why do I even do the signs?
You get.
Why, I should just say it. You should just say it on there. Right?
We shouldn't even do signs no more. Just say it.
I love it.
We free as a bird on my show. Just say it. Say whatever you feel.
How are we gonna do the TV show? The director's gonna be like, okay, cut. Can't say that. What? Oh. I can't work like
reality
this.
show.
I can't work like
Yeah, that's more of a reality.
Reality for Angel.
So, James, couple of things. We were talking about some of the. I'm gonna get to what you wrote down, Mike. We were talking about
whatever you feel like.
A couple of weeks ago about some of the little trials and tribulations that I've been having with some of the houses, down in Baltimore City. And one of the things that I love about State Farm is when you guys actually, insure the houses and the properties and things like that, you guys also give me tips on what should be done, to the properties as well, which actually helps me, so you have some places will, insure your property, but they don't really say, Angel, you need to do this and you need to do that. So tell us a little bit more about like the process of how you guys insure, investment properties.
Well, just properties in general, and in its basic sense, our goal as insurance agents is to indemnify you. That means to make you whole again in a time of loss. Now, we can't make you whole if the property is not whole.
Right,
so we want to make sure everything's in order. Another thing that's really high on our priority list at State Farm is safety. So we're not just worrying about the financial aspect of it. We're worrying about you being safe in your home.
Yes.
So we actually send out surveys to go to your home to assess the property, not just for financial reasons. They look for things that may be unsafe.
Yeah.
There's something on your roof that may fall, may not hurt you, it may hurt a neighbor or something like that. They're going to bring that to your attention.
Yep, they sent me a letter.
They did? Good.
Angel Brown, you need to do this. But which is good, because if you're going to have tenants in the property, you don't want those tenants getting hurt.
That's a lawsuit
and being
right
able
there.
to sue you.
Right.
Yep.
I don't need no more. I don't need no more drama. I don't need no smoke. I don't need no smoke.
We're looking out for your best interest. That's what it's all about.
That's what I love
'cause
about it.
we have a shared interest. Your interest is our interest as well, too.
Exactly.
So we want to make sure we're looking out.
And we also, here you go, Mike Davis. Here you go. This is for Mike Davis. We got the ABA Foundation. We have the nonprofit that's going on right now. And what we're doing and focusing on is helping seniors to make their homes safer. Because you have a lot of seniors that are living in unsafe homes. Not just seniors. You have a lot of people living in unsafe homes, but we are targeting the seniors first. And so I'm so excited because, James and his crew is going to be coming out to support us and help us and volunteer, with some of these seniors' houses. I just sent you guys a video of a new property that a senior was living in, and it was absolutely horrible. The conditions were horrible to see that our seniors are living in properties like this. And so what we want to do is get those properties up to standards and making sure that they're safe, one, and then making sure that they have homeowners insurance, because a lot of these seniors do not have homeowners insurance. And I didn't realize that until now.
Yeah, it's pretty common, actually. I think when folks they pay off the mortgage on their home. Homeowners insurance is usually paid through the escrow.
Yeah.
The company pays us a fund, and then you're paying it back through your escrow account. So when the home is not on the mortgage anymore, a lot of folks just end up foregoing the homeowners insurance because they think they can't afford it. But they'd be surprised how affordable it actually is.
And then if your house burned down or if you have some sort of problem, then you're going to be looking crazy.
Yeah, you got nothing.
Because we always think that that's not going to happen to us. And it could be your neighbor house burned down and burn your house down. Because that happens as well. So we want to make sure that these folks are able to get their properties up to the safety standards of what it needs to be. You have some of them that have no plumbing.
Wow.
You have the one that I just went into. The ceilings were about to cave in. It was just really, really sad for people to actually live in these conditions. So if there's anybody out there and you guys have a skill, if you could paint, Mr. Rodney and his wife, who was just on the show, if y'all want to volunteer to take up some trash in some of these seniors' houses, I'm putting y'all on the spot. Shout out, give me a call. We need volunteers. I'm saying. And the problem is when we ask for help, and it's a lot of people that I deal with on a daily basis that I give business to. I expect for these people to help, so if I'm asking you to help a senior and you might do plumbing or you painted before or whatever you can do, come out and help. I mean, it's just a little bit of time to come out and help. It's not like I'm asking you to come paint my house. So if you guys are out there and you can volunteer for whatever it is, if you could paint, if you could do some plumbing, if you have any electricians out there, anybody who want to volunteer their time to the Angel Brown Effect nonprofit, please.
Absolutely.
Please. One more time. Please help. Sheesh, how many times I got to say it? You can go to my website. It's www.theangelbrowneffect.com. See, Mike about to write down. Say your website. Right. Say your website. Mike, I'm a pro at this.
Wonderful.
I'm a pro at this. I'm like really a radio personality at this point. So I don't even know why he think I wouldn't say it.
You're going to go on a full rant?
Tony? But anyway.
Okay. Well,
all right, back to this. Go to www.theangelbrowneffect.com or you can go to workingwithanangel@gmail.com. What you about to say, Jason?
I was about to say that.
See, I don't know why y'all don't think I'm professional. You know what I'm saying? I don't even get it, Tony. Why they think that?
I don't understand.
You can see the full rant on the Angel Brown Effect Facebook page.
But please, y'all, we need y'all help. I mean, I go in these houses day in and day out, and it is actually really, really sad.
Wow,
and some of the houses, my husband hosed me down the other day because one house I went in, I don't know what was jumping. I don't know what was jumping.
Whoa.
I don't know what was jumping. It was a bug, but I don't know what was jumping.
Right.
So it's like, and these people, what alcohol, like the alcohol spray stuff. Anyway.
I'm not even gonna touch it.
It's like the green alcohol. It's like, it holds you down. Yeah, it's crazy because you don't know what you're going into.
What you coming in the house with that?
No. When you see the need, feel the need.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm telling you. I can't wait for my podcast to get started. That's right. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Because you know why? It's going to be a lot of fun with this podcast, and we're going to, uncensored fun. Not like crazy like that, y'all. You know, I don't want y'all to think that. But it's real deep stuff that we need to be able to talk about. I just can't talk about on Praise 106.1.
All right.
Anyway, James like, right. I don't know if I'm be sponsoring that one.
That's funny.
I'm sorry.
I love the show. I love it. This is the high point of my Saturday.
This is the high point of your Saturday.
It really is.
Listen, and you know what? Shout out to everybody who was reaching out to me. You know, we had the last show, not the last one, but when we were talking about I don't know, when I was having like dandruff problems and people was reaching out to me telling me what I should use. I got to shout out to them. I'm going to go to their shops. I'm going to surprise them because they was giving me some real tips and they wanted me to let Tony know that it is not dry skin. You know, that it was flakes. It's not dry skin. So shout out to y'all. I will be showing up at y'all shops one of these days. Me and Tony going to show up and, you know.
Show no flakes.
And show no flakes.
I'm
going to show.
that you be
Look,
like,
it worked.
touch it. Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
it worked.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, these are real problems that we have out here.
James, I don't know what you got into. So
James is like, what's this show about again?
When they ask you, they say, what is the show you're sponsoring? What are they doing? What are they talking about?
This is the Angel Brown effect. That's what it is. It's affecting me. It's affecting Mike.
Okay.
Tony.
Come on. All right, James. He's
For the
communicating.
listeners.
All right. Praise the
Makes
Lord.
perfect sense to me.
Thank you, Jesus.
Jason just asked me today, what's the title of your show? I don't know.
Okay, that's what it is.
Anyway, guys, lead us out to. Oh, I got more time? You gonna give me 5 more minutes? Yeah, because yours started late because Mike's show ran over. And Mike's show always run over.
Mine did not run over.
About?
You were talking to the guests.
I was. I'm sorry. That's true.
Oh, boy.
James, not only do you do, since I got 5 more minutes, we might as well maximize this time, monetize this time and maximize him. Monetize him. Oh, he said speed it up. Okay. Maximize. He said speed it up. So not only do you do the insurance, the car, the property, but you do life insurance too, right?
Yes.
Which is really, really, really important.
It is. It's so important. I'm extremely passionate about it. Just because it was an eye opener to me. Even when coming into the industry, all the various uses for life insurance, from term insurance, whole life insurance, which I'm very partial towards because you have a living benefit, a death benefit, and a living benefit, which you can use for various things like
for the whole
investing
life
in properties. Yeah,
for the whole life. Yeah,
you're basically paying yourself back just by paying for life insurance.
My grandmother had like 1 million term policies back when, let's say, she was 40.
Wow.
And she was like, you're going to be rich, baby. You're going to be rich. Yeah, to the 30-year term went out. And then ain't nothing you can do because when you try to cross it over, now it's too expensive. It's too late. Most of them are not going to cross it over. So you got to talk to a professional, guys. I'm telling you about this insurance.
Yeah, get ahead of it. Again, that's this common story that I hear. I wish I would have did this 10 or 15 years earlier.
Yeah.
As you mentioned earlier, it does get very expensive. I hate to say the word older, the wiser you get.
Yeah.
The more seasoned you become in life.
Yeah.
So definitely get ahead of it. It's a young man and woman's game, so to speak. We're all young here.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
I feel old today, but it's okay. I'm looking young with these 4 braids in my head. With the my eyebrows got done too. Anyway, go ahead, Tony. Be noticing.
Got the eyebrows.
That was appreciation.
Talking dandruff. We're talking insurance.
So look, with life insurance, guys, this is another thing that I don't think a lot of people understand, and especially for people who leave the burden on someone else. You know what I mean? It's like you don't want to leave your kids with a burden. You don't want to leave your grandkids or whoever you're going to leave with a burden. So, you got to get ahead of that stuff now. Right. It's for the cost of a policy. When you were quoting me policies, I'm telling you, it was cheap. For the cost of a policy, you pay a small amount of money for something that you're investing in, right? but yet you'll pay, $300 for your internet and your cable bill. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That just goes to show where our priorities are.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And we're on the hook as an insurance company for a large amount. Think about this. We're asking you to invest $20, $30 a month, and we have to pay out maybe $250,000, $500,000.
Right.
If you pass away. From day one, we're on the hook for a lot more money than you are. That's how important it is to us. We're willing to take that risk because we want to make sure that your family's taken care of.
So what I want to let you guys know is that if you can't make it, because I have some people that are texting me saying that they can't make it, and my heart is with you. Somebody who just texted me and said, no. Somebody just said that someone was killed this morning. So I'm like, oh no. Of course you don't make it. We'll make sure that you get the information, and we praying for you. If you guys can't make it, I don't want to feel like a bully. I know sometimes I am, but I don't want to feel like a bully. That if you can't make it, you can't make it. These are for the folks that if you don't have anything that you got going on right now, you really need this information. We want you to come out and join us and have some donuts and something to drink, hopefully.
Right.
Something to drink and some donuts.
Is
and
there
some
crab
great
and lobster
information.
as well?
No, not on this one, Mike
crab.
Davis.
Oh, no.
Not on this one. Not on this one.
didn't
But
know if
you
they
got
were
to
gonna have
believe I'm gonna be the front runner of that one.
Right. So you got to pull out all the stops. So
I'm gonna be the front runner of that one. So we want to just make sure that you guys come out and just fellowship with us. Yeah, that's a church word. Fellowship. That's what. Yeah, Mike Davis like using that. Let's fellowship. Come on, fellowship with us at State Farm and James Clark, and get this information, eat these donuts, and drink this coffee or whatever we got, orange juice, and we talk. And actually, when we're in a smaller private setting, then you can ask me all the questions that y'all want to be asking me when I don't have the time to ask me. I'm saying you better ask me now. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Right, James Clark?
Yeah,
I'm
take
just
advantage
saying.
of it. Please
take advantage of it.
Please take advantage of it.
So tell us again where it's located.
9520 Burger Road. That's Columbia, Maryland. And I'm in Suite 301.
And phone number, just in case people get lost.
410-381-7386. If somebody's at the office now, like I said, they can take your calls, give you directions, or anything else you need.
All right, Baltimore. So you guys better be there or be square, whatever that means. I never knew what that term meant. But anyway, pat yourself on the back, Baltimore. Guess what? I'm going to James Clark's office. See you soon.
The power up with Angel. Empower me, inspire me. Brick by brick and block by block. We're gonna build it up. We're gonna build it up. With Angel. It's an effect on everybody. Angel Brown effect. The 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 Angel Brown effect.
If you or a loved one have been in recovery from a drug or alcohol addiction and have relapsed, we understand what you're going through and we can help. Recovery Centers of America stands ready to help you do whatever it takes to achieve lasting recovery. The new year is here and the time for action is now. Call RCA today at 800-298-7195 and ask about Prize, a unique program for people who have relapsed. Available at our locations on the Eastern Shore and in Southern Maryland. At RCA, our master's level clinicians will identify the triggers and reasons behind your relapse and tackle them head on. We'll help you build off of the knowledge that you've acquired previously in treatment, and you'll be surrounded by peers who are determined to make this their last time in treatment. Together we can achieve lasting recovery. It's a new year. Make the call that changes